if you get the honest truth from anybody, they all will say the same thing. Anybody that's doing this full time, 365 all the time, and I could screenshot you 1,000 texts between me and my editor, Gabe, where I'm like, is it too much? Is it fine? And we always whittle it down till it is the lowest it can be. So again, if you were me, would you consciously go against what the system is saying to do? All right, gather around. Come on, showing my age here. Gather around, kids. We need to talk. Today's talk, it's an important one about clickbait. I don't love making these videos, but I do think it's really important, and I want to kind of set the record straight and just pull back the curtain. All right, so what's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Hope you're doing awesome. And I'm going to be blunt. It's not feeling so awesome over here. So I've been seeing a lot of comments lately saying, all you do is clickbait, all you do is lie, all you do is clickbait, stupid clickbait, this is clickbait, and it sucks. It sucks for a number of reasons, but I'm going to give you like the two biggest ones, and hopefully we can have a better understanding of this whole topic by the end of this. And I know there's a lot of you that don't say that and leave really supportive, awesome stuff, or even constructive criticism. Totally cool with that. Great stuff. Or you don't say anything. I mean, I love and appreciate all of that. Don't worry. This isn't trying to say like, oh my gosh, it's 90% bad, because it really isn't. It's only a couple percent, but it has become loud enough that I want to address it. So number one, clickbait. The thing is that, the titles of the videos are not reflective of the content in the video. That's like the definition of YouTube clickbait, right? That it's misrepresenting what's the video. So the first part of this is that a lot of times it's not clickbait. So today's video was called Nintendo Announces June Direct. Nintendo just announced June Direct. Nintendo did just announce June Direct. There's a Xenoblade Nintendo Direct in June, and they just announced it. It's a literal fact. I thought it was a real Direct too. I got super pumped too. I was taking you on the adventure with me. That's sort of what this is about, right? Like, if you wanted to just read a headline, you just, I don't know, get like a freaking Reuters aggregator app thing, right? You just follow Reddit threads. My job is to make a fun, exciting, informative place for you guys to talk Nintendo, learn Nintendo, find out what's going on, get my opinions. And, I've been here long enough to be a trusted part of the community, and I work my butt off for that. And I have for a long time. I've been on YouTube for 12 years, and I feel like I put in the time. 7 days a week, I'm producing as many videos as just about anybody in the Nintendo space. A lot of days lately, we're doing 2, we're doing 3. I'm on that grind because I love it, and because I love bringing you fun information with a little Zach twist. Like, that's what I'm trying to do here. And I know I'm doing a good job, and I know that the videos are accurate, and I know that I'm not conniving or tricking anyone. Like, the titles, they use words that are interesting and engaging, and that's where the second piece comes in, which is YouTube as a website, right? Like, as this machine, it incentivizes, it rewards, it encourages, it demands that you do things a certain way. Okay, one of those ways is by using exciting words, tantalizing words, words that are making it sound fun and clickable. You need your videos to be clickable. YouTube drives traffic based on your videos being clickable. If they are not clickable, if they don't think people will like them, if people aren't liking them, down you go. So there's this system that I didn't create, that I didn't make, that I didn't ask for, that I personally don't like, that really demands and requires you do things a certain way. Another great example is sometimes I put goofy faces in the thumbnail. I make like a, I like making goofy faces, honestly, if we're going to be brutally honest. I think it's kind of fun. But the reason I started doing that is because it's something that YouTube recommends. It's something that works for all the successful creators. They have their face in the thumbnail and it's expressive. Nobody wants to just be like, You make an expression to convey more of the emotion of the video, and I like my videos to be fun. I like them to have a punch. I don't want to be reading off, like, in today's news, Nintendo stock drops. No, like, it's supposed to be fun. We're having like an adventure together, and everybody else, it seems like, uses huge in the title, says a Nintendo Direct is coming, says breaking big news, and nobody seems to care. And I'm probably just blinded because it's my own thing versus other people's thing, but I look around and I feel like everybody does this, and a lot of times does it way worse by saying things that absolutely aren't true, absolutely are misinformed, absolutely are not the point of the video, where I'm trying to still follow YouTube's, basically their commandments, their rules that they've established, and still do it in a way that's respectful and fun and truthful for you. So Nintendo just announced June Direct is truthful. It's factual. Like the experience of, oh gosh, I thought it was a general. Now it's this. Is there going to be a general? That's all in the video. That's the whole video. If the title was just Nintendo just announced 6/22 Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Direct at 8 a.m. Pacific, you just read the titles. That's not this platform. That's not what YouTube has set it up to be. It's not what all the other creators have set it up to be. And I am trying to do what I can to keep the channel in a good, healthy spot. Because let me pose the question to you. What would you do if you were me? Okay, I could be super, just like I said, like exactly like that. Nintendo announced Xenoblade Direct at 6/22, 8 a.m. And people would not click the videos. The titles would be hyper bland and they'd be distilled and they'd be completely sanitized of any of those bolded words. And the channel would probably go like this. And I think I have really done, personally, I think I've done a good job for 12 years. Also, trying to utilize some of the things that YouTube says, this is what works. This is what we say you do. And as more and more time continues, as more and more time passes, those things become more and more necessary. And it may not be necessary for you, but it's necessary for YouTube because their system looks at things a different way than I look at it, looks at it a different way than you look at it, okay? So I think that a title can be engaging and exciting and not be clickbait. I think we need to sort of reframe this clickbait word, and everything isn't clickbait. Because really everything is clickbait. Like Fruit Loop saying it's the most delicious cereal. Well, that's clickbait. Who proved that? So like you can be really, everything is clickbait. Like this book that says the New York Times best-selling author. Well, that's probably fact, but you know what I'm saying, okay? And I think a lot of my titles are fact. Like Nintendo huge game gets announced, like maybe it wasn't the game you wanted to get announced, but for a lot of people, it was a huge game getting announced. And like I said, you can look around the space. I am not alone. And in fact, I think I am one of the lower key people. Like, I don't even blame the other people because it's everyone trying to do what they can in this really big machination, right? This giant system, this algorithm. And we're trying to say, like, how can we, in a sea of thousands, maybe millions of channels, all these videos, a bajillion hours of content, all these places for eyeballs to go, all these things for you to look at, your phone, your computer, your friends, your Twitter, your TikTok, your Instagram. How can we get some people to watch this video and watch it at a level that YouTube says, okay, you're doing good. I'm going to keep recommending it for you. I'm going to keep sharing it for you, and you can continue doing this. Because as much as it's nice to think that everyone just does this for the heck of it, you can't spend 7 days a week, 2 videos a day, hours and hours on editing and thumbnails and Twitter and titles. And I agonize over these titles because I don't want them to be clickbait. I don't want them to be clickbait. I don't think they are. I never make the title thinking it's clickbait. And I could screenshot you 1,000 texts between me and my editor, Gabe, where I'm like, is it too much? Is it fine? And we always whittle it down till it is the lowest it can be, while still being engaging. Again, I'm not going to title the video Nintendo announces Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Direct 6/22. I'm not going to make it a news headline. If you want to go read the Wall Street Journal, you can read the Wall Street Journal. But look, everybody is doing their best and everybody's trying hard to keep their channel relevant because it's very easy. And I'm sure there's lots of channels that you used to love. And I'll even give you the example of my old channel. Once it goes, and I can't let it go because I can't do this 7 days a week. I can't bring you the latest and greatest from Nintendo every day of my life if it's not working. It's just a fact. And if you get the honest truth from anybody, they all will say the same thing. Anybody that's doing this full time, 365 all the time, there has to be some success behind it. Otherwise, you can't keep doing it. So I am not trying to clickbait. I don't think a lot of my videos are clickbait. I really don't think any of them, hardly any of them. And I spend a grueling amount of obsessive OCD time rewriting and rewriting and reorganizing titles so that it's the best experience for you. And I'm super sorry if it's offended anybody or you feel like you were misled. I'm never trying to. I think everybody is guilty of being engaging and enticing and alluring in their titles and in their thumbnails, but that's exactly what YouTube instructs us to do, and what they tell creators is wanted by the algorithm and wanted by the system. So again, if you were me, would you consciously go against what the system is saying to do and then have your channel fall apart, and then you no longer can devote the time, and then you no longer can bring the content, and then the whole thing didn't matter anyways because you're not even making the videos anymore to have the basic boring titles? It is, this is the way it is. It's really like YouTube did it this way, and I'm doing the best I can, and I hope that you see what I'm saying. I think I'm doing a really good job, and I'm gonna keep it coming, and we're gonna keep after it. Good morning, Mario. All right, thanks so much. Thanks for listening and being here and giving me a chance to speak. And I'm so grateful. Like, I'm grateful for all this. I get to sit in a Nintendo covered room and have a ball with all y'all, get excited about directs, predict, speculate, report. It's a dream come true. It truly is. And I'm very grateful for it. And I don't take it for granted. I know that a lot of people, they never have this opportunity. A lot of people, it's gone. And so I'm trying my best to keep it going strong through the ups and the downs. I'm trying to bring you the best I can. I'm giving the best of me, the most content I can, the most interesting stuff I can. I'm working on it the best I can. And I hope you understand that. And I hope that we see things a little more, makes a little more sense. All right, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Feel free to talk at me, okay? If you agree, if you disagree, I'm open to it. All right, I'll read them. I'll definitely take it in and I'll see, because this is how I see it. And from like me, from SwitchForce, from the creator's perspective. But let me know what you think. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, stay positive out there. And until next time, love you a lot. SwitchForce out.